Alright, here we go. Doing more testing with Survival Rock. Really being very thorough about this. I think the list is really starting to stabilize. Anyway, that's going back. That... I mean, the discard is nice. It's going to depend on the matchup I'm looking at. Chain of Vapor. That's odd. I think this is Stasis. And if that's the case, Chain of Vapor is really good. So, what do I want? I need to keep the opponent from stasising, basically. That means finding stasis, keeping stasis. I feel like stopping them from finding stasis is maybe the way to go. I don't know. I'm going to take Chain of Vapor. In my experience, it's just very effective in that kind of deck. Yeah, this is a matchup where I really wish I still had Quarian Ranger. I tested it out a bit, and it was decent, but it just didn't feel good enough overall. Impulse or Counterspell? Impulse, I think. We got a Gush there. Play the bird. And I could take the Gush. It would actually be really nice to take the Gush. On the other hand, I want to be able to use the Hermit. I'm gonna pass. Wall of Roots. Right. Play it. Does it get countered? No. Okay, good. Now I end the turn. Man, this matchup is I mean, it's not very common, but the Quarian Ranger just makes such a huge difference in it. Alright, what do I want to do here? I'm going to use the Wall of Roots. I'm going to aim at the opponent with that therapy then. As much as I like Wall of Roots making mana without tapping, I don't want to not have double blue. Okay, so that eats the counter spell. I mean, I'm sorry, double black. Alright, play the Hermit, and done. Gush into foil would be nice. Sets the opponent back to 0 lands in play, and 3 for 1 here. Alexi's Coat. This is in stasis. Why are they playing Chain of Vapor in a Dreadnought deck? I mean, obviously it must be combining with Parallax Tide, but I don't know why the deck would be built that way. Like, I guess it does like, having cheap ways to remove troublesome permanents while still being mono blue. I don't know, I think Boomerang is just better for that though. Alright, that I'm gonna hold on to in case I get survival. Really don't have any gas here. That is interesting. Do I go for it now or do I just hold out? I feel like I have to go for it. The opponent's thinking about responding, but they don't. I want to go for it here. I feel like Stifle is a good way to go. Oh, that's disappointing. Yeah, I picked the wrong one. Okay, well, I'll be done. I don't want to run it into a counterspell. Yeah, because I was thinking I want to protect myself against both Dreadnought and Parallax Tide at the same time. And it made sense, but the other thing that I just sort of had in my mind to use instead was... Oh, this is a good draw. The runner-up was just going to be Counterspell. That would have been a hit. Alright, that's a miss. I'm gonna... I mean, I guess an absence of a counterspell is what I'm trying to say there. So, sack the therapy. This is certainly getting counterspelled. And yeah, it makes sense for the opponent to do it this way, one way or the other. The Genesis is going away, and this does get rid of the threat of therapy. Alright, that is 1 days. I'm basically therapying, naming days. Okay, that's fine. I'm cool with that outcome. And that is it. And it's kind of nice getting rid of the dazes because Genesis is quite mana intensive. It is a lot of freedom not having to worry about days here. Alright, so I'm going to get the Hermit back. I need to just get some kind of action going, so I'm not just sitting here doing nothing. Another bird. Alright, I'll play one of them. Keep the other one in case of survival. It's been a long time without a Dreadnought. Still no Dreadnought. Alright. Going to not pay for the Genesis. play the Hermit. Now at a level where I can Genesis the Hermit, play the Hermit over and over. And now I'm going to play the Bird of Paradise. I've got so much mana, if I really need to get a creature to get survival kicked off, I can just do it. And this allows me to not get my Hermit dazed when I'm cycling it through over and over. Another bird. That one I think I'm going to hold on to. Right, yeah, just eating counter spells with that. Right. Yeah. I'm gonna play this bird. If it gets dazed, that's fine. Still got my wall in hand. Gives me some more freedom. Yeah, the opponent, I don't know where their dreadnoughts are. They just are not forthcoming. Braids, alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think... Do I just go for braids here? Yeah, I think I do. It's a difficult card to play with. It's just complicated. Let's play the braids. And it earns a counter spell. No surprise there. Opponent concedes. It seemed a little early, probably just frustrated from their inability to draw a Dreadnought. I mean, I can't blame them for being a little tilted after all that digging. Okay, so what do I want here? I'm gonna get some mono blue Dreadnought, so Masticore and Shredder are completely useless. Withered Wretch doesn't do anything. I probably don't want to be using Natural Order against the deck with so many counter spells. So I want Naturalize, I want Mesmeric Fiend, I want Octavia Rainatane. Alright, one card to get rid of. All the discard I absolutely want. Birds I absolutely want. Naturalize and Survival I must keep. Wall of Blossoms, Wall of Roots. They're, I guess, slightly expendable. Yeah, my Alder is... I'm gonna keep hanging on to that. Rainatane is great. Nightmare is great. This stuff is all great. That's all great. I'm gonna get rid of one Wall of Blossoms, I think. Wall of Roots seems more useful. I mean, I'm on the draw against a deck with Daze. I feel like it just does more. I mean, or I could just take out the Elder. Kind of a difficult choice. Oh, I like the utility of being able to find Elder when I've got survival going. I don't want to lose that. Alright, that'll work. Not a great hand, but not an awful hand. I'm just gonna keep it. I don't think I can mulligan it. It's definitely not what I want, but... I mean, I don't know. I'm really on the fence about that. Like, intuitively, I do feel like it was right to keep. And let's see. Yeah, the opponent's just mapping out their first turn here. Okay, that's a pretty typical start. I'm guessing they probably are boarding out the whole Parallax Tide package. Alright, not a very useful draw. There's a quick Dreadnought. I mean, maybe I should have mulliganed for a more disruptive hand. Like, it feels terrible right now. I'm gonna take 12 and then what? Like, I'm just dead. All right, I'm gonna play Survival, hoping to draw out some kind of counterspell. Okay, good. Now I just need to top deck an answer. Yeah, I mean, what was I thinking? I shouldn't have kept that. It's just my intuition not accounting for. I could survive with that. But yeah, it's just my intuition not accounting for what the matchup is. Alright, I'm dead. Yeah, that was insane to keep. The more I think about it, the worse that decision was. Alright, well, I deserve that. But I guess that's what testing is for. Alright. Anything to reconsider? Well, Blossoms is still the weak link. Definitely. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Not ideal, but I'd say it's better than okay. It is a solidly good hand, despite its awkwardness. Just a lot of defense. Ooh, nice. What a relief that was. Alright. Play the wall. Then I'll follow up with duress. have foil, gush, keg. I definitely want to take gush here. Alright, play the keg. That's fine. Ooh, nice. That was a good draw. Because now I can afford to spend my extra naturalize, which is now actually extra. I'll play the fiend. We've got a gush. That was an interesting choice. I feel like that wasn't timed right. We got 2 Dreadnought here, so I'm just gonna get rid of the foil. Yeah, that makes the most sense. Not really much of a decision. And now naturalize the keg and be done. Yeah, this is a nice position to be in. You have my elder. Definitely useful. Do I want to play braids or do I want to play elder? If I play braids, it's just gonna eat a land, eat a land, eat a land, sack the braids probably. I feel like the opponent might just wait it out. Yeah, I think braids feels right here. They've already gone through 2 gushes. Nice. Did they really want to -1 my Wall of Roots that much? I think that might have just been a misplay. Alright, that's it. Sweet.